This is, I've started recording. This is a few minutes past 1 o'clock. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Prof.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Prof.
Please, as you enter, you put on your video, you know the rules, so that with your full names written, because of the procedure, the attendance and whatever. Last week, Wednesday, today is 13th of October 2021, being the 5th week in this our facilitation. So we have about 3 weeks to go thereafter before you think of your exams. So ensure you are more steady. Last week, who can please quickly recap? There won't be much time because of the remaining battery on my laptop. Who can remind us the topic of last week?
Recruitment process and selection processor.
Recruitment and selection process.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. And today our topic will be induction of personnel. And remember, when we are talking of induction of personnel, we are making reference from the general overview in all work environments, but for the purpose of this course, our center, our scope is on our educational organizations. Am I right? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, if you know that you
Yes,
are,
sir.
yes, if you know that you are in a very conducive place, leave your mic completely open so that at any time I talk, I need response, I'll get somebody, there won't be more time to waste, please. How far have you been seeing your lectures in time past? Is it okay, or is there anything you want us to add, or is there anywhere you want us to touch from our previous classes?
It's okay, sir.
Pardon? I can't hear you well, sir.
It's okay. Let us forge ahead.
I said it's okay.
With the previous lectures.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much for being good, active, wonderful students. You people are good. You are excellent. If I say good, no, it's not. You're excellent.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And for today's topic, someone who said no audio, it means you can't, the problem is from your end. I believe everyone can hear me.
We can
Yes,
hear
sir.
you.
Yeah.
So someone sending
clearly.
me a chat, say, so any person sending chat, say no audio. That means your device, you have to check on it, or you hit on it and pray. You
need
today,
exorcism.
yes, beautiful, beautiful. So we are on induction of personnel. Is there any person who actually understands? Did you watch the video for this class?
No.
Yes, sir.
I mean, if you watch it, use your this thing and raise up your hand. If you watch this video, raise up your hand. Only one person. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. Okay, I'm encouraged a bit. But it's not fair. If I tell you what I suffered to produce that video, you will know that it is annoying when a mother cooks a good food or cooked a good food for the children, and then the children just don't eat it well. I don't know, as your mother or mother to be, how will you feel, even if you cook the food for your father and that food is not well eaten? How do you feel?
I'll feel bad.
Terrible, terrible.
Reverend Father, you will feel happy.
Yeah. No, sorry, my manual hand is hand instead of the
Okay.
electronic hand.
Okay.
Prof, don't be annoyed, because these days we are being bombarded with so many assignments, and sometimes it's difficult for us to really, squeeze out time. But be assured that even after the lessons,
I don't agree.
we can still watch the video.
I don't agree. This video, I produce them and make sure that they are there, even few days before the class. Day before yesterday, I slept after 4 a.m.
Sorry,
Yes.
Prof. We'll go back to it.
Yesterday, I
shall watch
slept
it.
around after 2,
We
just
are
because
going
of
back-
you post-work. So if you people are not encouraging me, I'll stop putting the
Sir,
video
we are
there,
sorry,
and you will
we
not
are still
see
going
it
back
again.
to it.
After we have 3 more weeks.
Sorry, we
We
appreciate
have 3
it.
more weeks to go.
Sir,
Really
we are sorry. We
Sorry,
will
sir.
definitely watch it.
We'll watch it and we'll give you a recap next week.
If
Yes.
you people are watching it, we may not dwell much on this topic, even as the battery on my laptop want to go off, because that's the essence of it. If you watch it, then you will now be able to come up with your questions that will throw more light. I will explain some things. The class will be very interactive. It's not meant for me to be before you know it, 20 minutes, we are done with this class. So to save your time, you have time to read up other things and do other things and pass well. That's the essence of this facilitation.
Thank you, Prof. We shall watch it.
Okay.
are going
Thank
there
you.
after the presentation.
All right. Today we are talking about induction of personnel. Who can tell us what that means? Have you ever heard that word? And if yes, what is induction of personnel all about? Fast. You know, today I don't have time. Yes, Josephine.
Sir, I believe is, yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Okay.
I believe induction of personnel is welcoming new staff, newly employed, into the organization so that they will fit in to know what is involved in the organization process, sir.
And what is expected of them. That's beautiful. Another person?
Okay.
Hand?
Right.
Okay. Who again? Okay. Father Emmanuel.
Yeah, for me, I would say induction is a process
Raise up your
of
hand. Raise up your hand so that I'll give you opportunity to talk.
I would
Yes.
say induction is a process of helping candidates who have been employed into an organization to be well integrated. It's a form of orientation, helping them so that they'll be well integrated into the organization.
Okay, beautiful. The last person there, infinite note 10. After you are answering, you have to rename your device so that we will know your name. And my system will capture it before the light will go off, please.
Okay, Prof, like the two speakers have said, it's a system of getting the new intakes in an organization acquainted with the rules and regulations of the organization, the do's and don'ts, and then taking them around the organization to know the facilities available and how to use them.
Beautiful. Adiola or Yerunke, you have the virtual space now to make your contribution. Bring down your hand, infinite note 10, and then rename your system. Thank you. Aderuke, yes, we can't hear you. Can you hear her?
No, sir.
Please speak to your mic. You use this thing to cover your mic. Speak to your mic. We can't hear you. That's the problem of the mic. Wow, we miss you today. I believe our colleagues have actually responded positively to this, to the question raised by me. What I would just say there, Angela, Ngozi, and Nikwe, you want to swallow all of us from virtual space? Wow. Don't worry, I will give you a delicious meal after this class. What I want us to know is that after employment, when one is employed in an organization, first of all, the person feel new into that organization. True of us?
Yes.
True, sir.
True, sir.
Now,
True, sir.
what happens, that's why I say leave your audio on if your place is not, so that immediately I talk, you respond, the class will move. Sometimes when those who are already employed see newly employed person coming in their midst, there is this kind of fear. Either those who are there will be thinking that this one, the employer now, is he or she coming to unseat me? Whose work is he coming to do? Is it not correct?
Yes,
It is correct.
sir.
Sometimes they will not like to associate with that newly employed person.
Yes.
They will be
Very
staying
correct, sir.
aloof and be doing as if they are
competing.
They are competing, whereas they don't have anything to compete. Stella Maris Nwakego, I did not say send your name to me on the WhatsApp chat. I said rename your device. When you rename your device, I will not teach that one today. I think I've taught this class how to get that done. Go to participants, click on it, go exactly where your name is, click on more. The word rename will come, click on rename. It will bring out the menu box for you to type in your name, and that settles it. At least you learned that one from today, though you have drawn us back small. God bless you. Now, that is always the case, but good personnel managers and administrators, when after they have finished employing new personnel, it's worthwhile that the leader of that very organization, the head of that very organization, with other members of the principal officers, will organize what we call induction process or induction of personnel to be carried out in that organization. By so doing, all the staff will be called. Sometimes they may take the person around through and through to various offices, but sometimes it may be done in a form of a board meeting where everyone will be physically present or virtual, in a virtual space. Now that we are going digitalized, now such a person will be presented before the four, and then let them to understand that this is so and so, and then other people will introduce themselves. The essence of that induction is to make the person acclimatize. Please, someone's background, either music is coming up from background. That's Telemaris. Please mute yourself. Now, at least for once, you can rename your device, and that is good. You have learned that now. You are an expert. That's why intelligent people fool here. All right. Now, when that is done, that phobia is out of it. The person feel accepted in the new world, in that new environment. Before you know it, they will begin to make friends. Some people say, they will share phone numbers. May I have your phone number? But before, when the person come in, nobody want to have his or her phone number. Everyone see the person as a foreigner. One simple illustration, buy fowl. When you buy fowl and kill the fowl, bring the fowl in your home. Stella Maris, mute yourself. When you buy a fowl and bring the fowl in your new house, you will see that the old fowl will begin to look. When they look first, they will begin to use their beak on that newly bought fowl. And then the newly bought fowl, when walk with one leg, we raise it up. And the walk, hang and raise down and be looking in fear. That's to tell you that induction of personnel is very, very important. So it's a way, it's a process of getting a newly employed people acclimatized in their new environment, expose them to the pros and cons in the environment, and then tell them what they're expected to do and how to go about it so that they will achieve greater efficiency in their work delivery. That is induction of personnel. That's how you can define it. There are many definitions you can see on that from your course page. We are to explain the nature and scope. We are not here for any explanation of for anything, but you should, what I've already said now, it has taken care of the nature and the scope, how it is done. Then the objective as well, what I've said now has taken into cognizance of the objective of the personnel. So if you watch that instructional video I put there, is that okay? It will show you slide by slide. You can form your notes, your personal draft from that. That is what I have done for all the topics so far that I've done. There are slides in PowerPoint that I have already prepared. From there, you can prepare your notes on this, but know it that the importance of what do you call it, induction of personnel is to simply make the newly employed person to gain weight. Is that okay? And of course, it is always well organized to tell somebody welcome on board, and the person will be happy and be able to put in his or her best. When you are talking of the nature of induction course, I run it over. It involves more than just making the new staff feel at home in a strange or unfamiliar environment. The program must be designed in such a manner that it will enable staff to achieve job satisfaction. I've said it again and again, and also make use of his or her abilities, which we have seen in the course of employing the person to lift the flag of the organization forward. So it is a one major task that school heads should concern themselves with. Just employing somebody and throwing the person in the general forum can lead to coercion, can lead to unnecessary backbiting, unhealthy rivalries. That's why we said that human beings are social animals. They behave like other animals. When you stay afar off and watch human beings behave, sometimes they will be saying, this one is my own, the other person is not my own, this from my tribe. But that's why you have to learn sociology of education. Anybody you see that will be saying, this person is from my tribe, this person is from my state, this person is not from my village, before you can do something good to that person, know that that person has got it wrong altogether. Do you understand?
Yes.
Eh?
Yes, sir.
The essence
Yes.
of is to make sure you allow collaboration, you allow socialization, you allow being mixed up, not only until people are even employed, but while we are concentrating on the induction of new employed people, or personnel is because we are narrow unit. We are narrow unit down to, who is that person making noise? If, please, if I mute you, don't mute yourself. Don't unmute yourself, so that I will not put you in waiting room, please. I just want us to maximize the little battery we have and gain all what we need to gain. Sometimes it's not how long, but how well. So what we are saying is that if you come in the reasons, human beings are social, are animals. In biology, they will tell you that human beings are animal of higher primate. Is it not correct?
Yes.
These things that fowl usually do, goat do it. Even, I think recently when I buried my father, and there are some goats, but in the midst of cows, you see the old goats, maybe that are not, that left where they put them in this, then went fighting the new one, because they know that they already. So if you don't do it as a head, as a school head, there will be a lot of acrimonies coming up, hatred and all that. The friendliness, rapport will not be created. And then you will keep on receiving report upon report. See, this one, the way she's looking at me, it's as if she's looking for my trouble, as if you're a trouble banker. So, and then the fault should be set to the head who has failed to make them to come together. So that is how it should be. That is the essence of, that's the scope of it, and the nature of it is not only meant for getting people to be acquainted with one another, but at the same time to make sure that the main objective why they are employed is achieved, so that they will maximize, they will put in their best and then get the best alone for the organization. In an environment where people are quarreling 24/7, what kind of result do you get from such an environment? Who can answer that? In an environment, unmute yourself, where people are quarreling, staff are just backbiting each other. What kind of progress do you see there? Yes, Stella Maris.
Sir, in an environment where there is constant chaos, there won't be any productivity, because the staff are not comfortable with themselves, and thereby there'll be lack of concentration. And by so doing, there'll be job dissatisfaction. There won't be any positive production in that environment.
Beautiful. Josephine Eberechi, do you have anything to add to us?
So exactly what I want to say, the productivity level will be low.
Okay.
There will be chaos everywhere. And in a school setting, definitely it will affect the students, because children are too inquisitive. By the time they notice that two teachers or more of the teachers are not friendly, they will form their own groups, and it will affect the objectives of the school. So everything will just be low, sir. Thank you,
so,
sir.
God bless you. Is it not why I love your class, but I will not say I love it more than my mother. That's what I would have used to equate your class. You know, when a man loves somebody so much that you want to actually prophesy how you love that person. I love you more than past my mama. I would have said that I love your class so much, but I won't say I love your class more than my mother.
Thank you, sir.
Even though she's late, I still love her.
Thank you, sir.
So your class is wonderful. I love you.
Thank you,
Victoria Agabi, is there anything you want to tell us? Okay.
No, just to brush up all they have said.
Okay.
Definitely, apart from confusion, it could even lead to anarchy. Because when the teachers are going their own ways, the children are going their own ways, students are going their own ways, there could be serious confusion in the air. That is all I have to contribute. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. We're all saying the same thing. So the main objectives of a induction process, in case in an exam it comes up, they would like you to, when they ask you the objectives of induction process, you give about 5 points minimum. If you can give more than that, fine and good. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Though I'm not saying it will come out, but that's how to answer question. You itemize the point and then be able to expand them briefly. Objective of induction process are information needs satisfaction, acceptance, adjustment, orientation, retention, and all that. So I will end the class now because my battery will soon go off. Is there any question? Is there any question? Is there any question? I want to end the class now. Is there any question? Did you understand it? We have covered what we need to cover. Any
Yes,
question?
sir.
Any question?
No, sir.
All right.
It's clear.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
God
Prof.
bless you.
Are you in Switzerland
sir.
already?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for your time.
Thank
Are
you,
you
sir.
already in Switzerland?
Thank you, Prof. Bye, Prof.
Sir, you know, I tell you that I was going to travel to Switzerland. I was student here, Papa.
Padre, bonjour. Padre Imam.
Yo,
Bonsoir. Padre Imam, bonsoir.
comment ça va?
Ça va bien, merci. Et toi, et vous?
Si, je vais bien. Grâce au
Ok.
Seigneur.
Merci.
Le Seigneur est
Okay,
merveilleux.
oh. Those that did not read French,
I'm
they are
lost,
jealous.
Padre.
They are jealous. They are married.
It's well.
You can speak Igbo now.
Father.
So,
Igbo.
gatekeeper, Padre, gatekeeper.
Odema,
Okay, Chukugazegi, oh.
kedu maka ụtụtụ?
Ụtụtụ dị mma, oh, Padre.
Kedu maka ndị be gị?
Ndị be m dị mma, imeela.
Kedu maka akwụkwọ?
Akwụkwọ siri ike.
Akwụkwọ dịrị ike.
Akwụkwọ siri ike.
Akwụkwọ chiri ike. Akwụkwọ dị egwu.
Ọ dị egwu.
Dị egwu.
This adult education is breaking my head.
Swear.
Not only you, my sister. Even
It's breaking my
You don't kill somebody.
I go read. I said, "Now who sent me?"
This morning I almost cried. I said, who said me go do masters abeg?
I tell you.
It's well.
God will see us
Bye-bye.
through.
Amen.
Amen.
Enjoy the rest of your day. See you by 3 p.m.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.